Welcome to Savor Food and Life, where healthy recipes and great living come together. I'm Executive Chef Mark Daniels. I have with me my buddy, Dr. Michael Boyd.
Good to
How
be
you doing
here
today?
I'm great. Good to be here. How are you, man?
Great.
Good.
Look, I heard you did a little time in Philly, in and out, but just enough to try some Philly cheesesteaks.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to do it Philly style,
Okay.
but we're going to do it where you're cutting back on the carbs. So we're going to do it Portobello style.
Oh, that's great. Let's do it. I'm ready. Are you
All
excited?
right.
Yeah.
I am.
All right.
So we're going to start with your Portobello mushroom caps.
Okay.
And you're going to leave them stem side down.
Right.
And the reason for that is so that you get a little steam action coming up underneath in the cupping action. And
Right.
it kind of helps to break it down a little bit and make it tender.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And these are a great source of B vitamins, okay, as well as niacin. You know, and niacin is good, of course, for decreasing your LDL cholesterol and raising your HDL cholesterol. So that's
great,
always a plus.
Great for flavor and great for your body as well.
Exactly. And then we're going to do a little salt and pepper on these. Is that right?
Little salt, never hurt anybody. Just
Yeah,
a little bit.
A little bit, just a touch,
You don't
right?
want to go crazy.
I know. I love my salt, but yeah, you got to watch it, right?
Little pepper. Got to spice it up just a little bit.
Sounds great.
Okay.
And then we're going to throw these in the oven, is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
The first part of this, it goes in the oven for about 10 minutes.
All right.
And then when they're about ready, your filling will be ready. So now we're going to head on over to your filling. So if you'll put a little bit of olive oil into the pan there.
Yeah, I know you're probably just dumping in here, but...
Hey, you're more precise, right?
Yeah.
Surgeon, you have to be. So
trying at least, right?
And
now
so,
some bell peppers and onions?
A little bell pepper and onions, yep. Perfect. Okay.
Okay.
A little onion in there.
Some good color here.
Yeah, you gotta have it Philly style, so you gotta have the onions and the peppers.
Oh, you got to, man. Plenty to go around with that. All right. That looks gorgeous right there.
Now we're
Beautiful
using
color.
provolone, so what do they use on the real Phillies?
They use a lot of mozzarella where I was at.
A lot of mozzarella.
Yeah, I love mozzarella too. That's some good stuff, right?
So that's a good point. You know, you could switch things out on this recipe because we've talked before about recipes being road maps.
Right.
And so if you don't like provolone, you can put mozzarella.
Yeah, you can substitute as you go along.
Anything you want.
Exactly, right. And that's what we're doing today for the low-carb option, right?
Exactly.
It's the mushrooms instead of the bread.
Mushroom is your bread.
Right.
So it's your vehicle. So,
exactly.
Okay, so going to add a little bit of
our meat.
Yep.
Which is always nice.
A nice lean meat, if you can find it right, 90-10.
That's perfect. Right.
Because you're adding flavor. You're adding a little bit of fat with the olive oil back in there, so you don't have to worry about being so dense.
Right.
Okay.
And us as surgeons, we love protein. It helps our patients heal, right? We want to make sure that they have a lot of protein in their diet to heal up after surgery, so this is great.
Okay.
Okay. And then a little salt and pepper again?
A little salt and pepper.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't season itself, right? So we got to add a little on there and for flavor and let it bring out the natural flavors in it.
And that smells wonderful. It looks great, too.
And so we cook this down.
We let it saute? How long are we going to cook it for?
It'll take about 5 or 6 minutes just until the meat starts to brown a bit. And it also, you got to cook it till you're done this, to the way you want it. If you want it medium, a little less. If you want it well done, you know, nothing is the exact right when it's your food you're eating.
Sure, right, yeah. It's personalized.
Nobody can tell you how to eat it the way you want to eat it.
I like my vegetables a little bit crispy, the onions, you know, a little bit caramelized, and the meat nice and medium. I don't want to overcook my meat, so. And
so while this is cooking, as always, you know, I have...
It's magic, right?
It's magic.
Yeah.
And I'm going
to let you get this because I've got very delicate hands.
Well, look, I'm cheating too. I've told you before that I would do it barehanded, but I'm not. I haven't.
Wonderful.
When this is done, you take them, you put them on the mushroom cap.
Right.
You put a piece of provolone and sprinkle a little parsley, and then you have the finished
clean fork here.
The finished product here.
Perfect. Look at that. Now that's gorgeous. I mean, wow.
So give that a taste.
Okay. Here's a true test right here. And I'm going to get a lot of cheese on this, too.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining Dr. Boyd and myself here
That's excellent.
On Savor today. He loves the Philly-style Portobello way. Join us again next time.
Savor Food and Life, sponsored by San Angelo Community Medical Center.